A major power company with Piedmont connections is facing a nightmare tonight. A radioactive leak causes the shutdown at Duke Power Company's nuclear reactor in South Carolina. And with this fire, a piece of Piedmont history goes up in smoke. Stay with us. The Piedmont Tonight is next.
You're watching the Piedmont News Channel.
Under these flames, an historic Piedmont landmark that is no more. Was it arson? Another famous face has come forward to talk about his battle with AIDS.
The heels win this one in dramatic fashion, but is it too little, too late for a bowl bid?
This is the Piedmont Tonight. A family squabble turns deadly in the Piedmont. Good evening, I'm Carol Andrews. Happening tonight, it started out as a quarrel between a father and his stepson. Shots were fired. Now the Guilford County man is dead and a teenager in jail charged with murder. The shooting happened at this house on Farlow Drive in northeastern Guilford County around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Sheriff's deputies say 38-year-old Luther Burrell was shot once in the stomach by his 15-year-old stepson. Burrell was pronounced dead on arrival at Moses Cone Hospital. The stepson, whose name will not be released because of his age, is in the Juvenile Detention Center in Greensboro tonight. He'll make his first court appearance Monday. Firefighters from all over the Piedmont spent the day battling a blaze trying to save a bit of history. The abandoned Franklinville roller mill went up in flames about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Our news hawk, Richard Schoenberger, shot this video shortly after the fire broke out. It took 8 fire departments and about 100 firefighters to bring the fire under control. It wasn't enough to save the historic building. 2 firefighters were treated for smoke inhalation, but were told their injuries weren't serious. Investigators tonight say they have more questions than answers.
This time it's a suspicious fire. The plant didn't have any power on it. It had been shut down out of operation for several years now. So with no electricity to the mill, we're deeming it suspicious this time.
The building still has some hot spots, so investigators will have to wait a couple days before they can even get in the building to determine exactly how that fire started. Duke Power workers in South Carolina are breathing a sigh of relief tonight. The alert status is over at the company's Oconee nuclear plant in Seneca. The alert status went into effect after radioactive water at the rate of 90 gallons a minute started leaking from one of the reactors. Plant officials blame a faulty line leading to the cooling system, and there was no threat to public or worker safety. The leak was stopped early this afternoon, but the alert wasn't called off until the liquid was completely cooled. The anti-abortion group Operation Rescue staged protests all across America today.
Please don't let your baby die.
In Charlotte, a group called the Action League for Life blocked the door to the Carolinas Women's Clinic, while abortion rights activists picketed on behalf of the clinic's patients. Charlotte police arrested 19 anti-abortion demonstrators today. Hospitals in a Piedmont city known for its history of tobacco will soon have designated no-smoking areas. Beginning January 1st, 1992, visitors, employees, and most patients won't be allowed to smoke at Winston-Salem's Baptist Hospital. Forsyth Memorial and Medical Park hospitals plan similar smoking bans, but they'll let smokers take their cigarettes outside. Well, most of us aren't going to bed hungry, but there are many people in the Piedmont who are, so others are serving up some warmth.
Good stuff.
The Greensboro JCs brought lots of good stuff, from turkey to stuffing to pumpkin pie. 25 volunteers pitched in to feed the people at the Urban Ministries night shelter, and the people there were very thankful for this early Thanksgiving. Also tonight, members of a group called Together for a Cause held fundraising dinners at their homes to raise money for the shelter. Well, Eric's with us now, and doesn't feel like we're getting close to Thanksgiving weather-wise.
No, we're going to cool off.
Okay.
Right at the beginning of the work. Before we get into weather, though, I got to talk about the basketball game tonight. We got to say hi to our friends over in Davie County. We went up, the WGHPiedmont team played the Davie County. I guess you would call it all-star type team tonight.
And you actually won?
You see what Makes fun of me all the time.
Just thought
No,
I'd ask.
we went into an overtime. We were down by 7. When it came back, went into an overtime. We finally won, but those folks were really nice. Gave us some barbecue afterwards and everything.
They let them win.
They let us win. Well, you're probably right. The refs probably helped us out just a little bit. Weather-wise, though, we're going to see cooler temperatures. Our hot streak is going to be cooled off by the beginning of the work week as temps will drop down into the low 40s for the highs, and we'll explain that in just a minute. Look at current conditions on the outside right now. We stand at about 51 degrees. Winds are out of the southwest at 9 miles an hour. Humidity is up there, 77%, and the barometric pressure is falling at 29.94 inches of mercury. Temperature-wise, today it was another hot one for us. To say goodbye to these temps, I don't think we're going to see this again really for the rest of the winter. We are finally settling into winter-like and fall-like temperatures in the next day or so make it through today. 70 degrees, today's high, 42 this morning's low. Here's where our normals should be. Look at the difference here. 57 degrees, our normal high for this time of the year, and 35 for the normal low. We were only about 4 degrees shy of a record today, too. 74 degrees, the record high set in 1979, and a record low of 15 degrees set all the way back in 1937. Here's what the satellite shot shows us right now. Most of the cloud cover is back toward the coast, where they still see a chance of some showers tonight as this front continues to move right off the coast. We are still under the influence of a trio of low-pressure systems, if you will, one way back out to the north of us around the Great Lakes area, one hanging off the New England states, and one just off the coast of the Carolinas that continues to kick back in a little moisture, and they're seeing some rain on the coast even as we speak. Now, we have another cool front behind us that will probably not push through until late tomorrow night. It is a very, very slow-moving front, actually, and for tomorrow, we're still going to see mild, normal-like temperatures, but behind this front is a very, very cold air mass, and that's going to push through probably late tomorrow night and into Monday morning. So as you start your work week, temps are really going to cool off. Tomorrow, though, temperatures still going to hang in the low 50s, around 53 degrees for a high. Here's what we see, too, for tomorrow.